All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Quadash. Double honors to elders, apostles, GMS, peace, salutation, blessing, Akim, labors, truth, Shalom, hopeful elect. I titled this lesson, Make Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, your security. All right, and precept for that, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 5, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tearing to turn to the Lord, Yahawah Bashim Shai, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Okay. Next verse. Verse 8, set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. All right, and now is time to turn to the Lord Yahawashi Shai, and be spiritually minded, because the day of vengeance, Babylon the Great, the destruction to come to Babylon the Great, and all over this whole earth is going to come. It's right around the corner, and if you ain't putting your trust in the Most High and Son Yahawashi, then you setting yourself up for failure. Let's see here. Let me get start off with Isaiah 30. Isaiah 31, I think. I'll read this. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that take cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Okay? That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So, you're seeing that right now, more than ever. I'll read, I'll expound on that. So, you got, 2/3, these other nations, everybody's just running down and trusting in the wicked, trusting in their oppressor, and going and bowing down to this to these devils, and taking their poison, that serpent's juice, and what say, let me get this. Who will pity? Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. I'll start at verse 11. Now I'll start verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, and who's our enemy? Whom the earth has been given to? Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, and Malachi chapter 1 verse 4, goes into uh, you know, roughly paraphrasing, Esau, being the border of wickedness, whom the Lord had in the nation forever. You know, back to Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 11. Though he humbled himself, and you see these devils, with their pushing their agenda, they're saying, you know, uh, don't do it for yourself, do it for others, do it for everyone else. Yada da. You ain't hurting yourself, you're hurting others. And anyways, hey, this is all part of the these end time prophecies, and these are all telltale signs of how these devils conduct themselves. Okay, so again, Ecclesiasticus 12:11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And though at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right, and we are definitely in these last days, end times, and brothers in this truth, brothers, sisters in this truth, hearkening to the word, starting with the elders on down. We are remembering the words, being brought into a remembrance. Let's say, stir up your pure mind. Let's see if I can get that real quick. Second Peter chapter 3 verse 1, the second apostle. Beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior, Back to Ecclesiasticus, verse 13, chapter 12, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such that come nigh wild beasts? All right, so these devils coming down with that serpent juice, trying to bite you. And we understand that Esau, the wicked, they are like wild beasts. Okay, the power has been given to them to take peace from the earth, to live by the sword, and that's exactly what these devils have done. And what it say, Psalms 49 verse 11, they're roughly paraphrasing, their inward thought is that their houses will continue forever. They call the lands after their own name. Here, I'll get it real quick, Salak, y'all. I butchered it. Psalm 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's how these devils think. That's how they operate. All right. And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And a lot of these people who, especially the elites, they've been living off generations and generations of stolen riches, and they just keep getting more and more and more, while everybody else keep getting more poverty, more poor. All right. But verse 12, Psalms 49:12, nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. They don't abide to this truth. They don't abide to the ways of Yahawashi. He is like the beasts that perish. Okay. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings. Salah. All right. I'll get this next verse. Psalms 49:14. Like sheep they are laid in the grave, death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning. All right. So right now we are under our oppressors, and that's the present, but what's to come, Lord willing, we are that hopeful number. We're gonna have dominion over these heathen nations and Esau and the Edomites. All right. And their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But the Most High will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. Salah. All right, so let's see, where was I? Back to Isaiah chapter 30. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. All right. And that everybody who's trusting in Egypt, trusting in modern day, Babylon, which is America, trusting in these devils' agenda, it's gonna be your shame. And the trust and shadow of Egypt, your confusion. All right. You really about to see people bug out on a level, since it's been since the beginning, of time. People are really about to start bugging. You got a lot of sedition among men, a lot of division, and a lot of just wickedness from the oppressors, from the wicked themselves. And then you got, the signs, going forth all over this earth, whether it be fires, whether it be this heat, droughts, floods, earthquakes. You know what I mean? The signs of the times, us brothers and sisters in the know, whom the Lord have put the Spirit on to receive this truth and hearken unto this word. We see it, and we have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, through the power of Yahawashi, and we just gotta continue in this, in this life, being spiritually minded. Romans 8:6, to be carnally minded is death. We're in this wicked flesh, but we're trying to be in the spirit as much as we can. Meditating on precepts, meditating on prophecies. Brothers doing the work. You know what I mean, and just battling that flesh, to the best of our ability. We can't do it like Yahawashi, but we have that grace, through our Savior Yahawashi, but we're still to do the works and put off sin to the best of our abilities. All right, so let me see. I think I'm gonna go on to the next chapter, 31, Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many. They trusting in the government, because they got military and this and that and the science and yada da and horsemen because they are very strong, okay? You know, in a carnal mind, if you ain't spiritually minded, if you don't understand, this word, then you might have this outlook on the wicked. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but what I say, the devils are here. The devil deceive everybody except the elect. Continue on. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. They don't look unto Yahawashi, they don't seek Yahawah. All right. Verse 2. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words. All right. And Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi's words, it prophesied is evil times to come, and then it's gonna end with death and destruction and complete destruction of this land America, which is known as Babylon the Great, or that great whore, or spiritual Sodom in Egypt. All right. And will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers. Who's the evildoers? The wicked. And if you join hand in hand with the wicked, you're gonna get that same punishment. It's a second death. ICBMs and return your house shine, and you're gonna get, when the ICBMs don't hit you, you're gonna get lit up with them chariots. And against the help of them that work iniquity. All right, just for edification's sake, I'll get that precept hand joining hand, with the wicked. Proverbs 11, 20, 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right, so like I said, Lord willing, we're that hopeful number, we're that hopeful righteous elect, But it say, though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished. You got a lot of these, wicked 2/3, whether they be, misleading the sheep, claiming to be in the truth, and whatever it may be. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the Lord's gonna put you. You're gonna be in your lot. You're gonna fulfill your lot wherever you are. If you hearken to the truth, it'll come from the elders on down, like-minded brothers, or you off, following these filthy lucre camps, or off following Christian doctrine, or whatever it may be. At the end of the day, if the Lord don't have mercy on you, then you're gonna be in a pitiful case. All right. It was so again, Isaiah 31 verse 2. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. So if you taking the bag from Esau, if you bowing down to these devils' agenda and playing ball with them, hey, you the Lord Yahawashi gonna rise against the evildoers and against those who help that work iniquity. All right. Verse 3, Isaiah 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. These devils, they're gonna try to fight against the angels in Yahawashi, and their horses, their military equipment, whatever it is, that they themselves are flesh, and their weapons of warfare are flesh and carnal and not spirit. When the Lord Yahawah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. All right. So Hey, a ball DTA, uh, ASAP. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'll go to Isaiah 10. Isaiah 10. Hey, Shalom, Prince Yahawah. Yahawah Bashim Yahshai. Bashim. Rakwakadash Brakatah. Alright, so Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. And that's these devils. That's just what they do. Since day one. Ever since the wicked been back in power. I don't know all my history, but since the what they call that Salakia. But anyway, since these devils been back in power, ever since what over man, I can't think of that. What's that called? After the Dark Ages, and then the wicked come back into power. It's called something, man. The Renaissance? Salakia, if I can't think. All right, so back to precept. Isaiah 10, verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay. And again, that's what these devils do. They take the father out of the home. They make widows their prey, especially now more than ever. You see how these devils are setting everybody up, giving everybody that stimulus. Everybody's on that. People's on the unemployment. People's getting that rent. It's a lot of language. People's getting that renters money, but hey, all that's about to run out. That well is about to tap that well dry, and what's these devils gonna say? Well, unless you come down to Egypt and play with this sit down with serpent Vanessa and take this juice, then you ain't gonna get this. You ain't gonna get that. You know what I mean? But again, if that's we're all gonna go through this hour of temptation where we're gonna be tried, and many's gonna bow to the wicked. They're gonna bow to this beast system. They're gonna give in. All right. But Lord willing, us brothers, in this truth, sincerely. Hey, Lord willing, Lord, Yahawashi put that spirit on us, to endure until the end. Endure until the end. Was that John? That's not John, is it? Let's see. It might be love. Slovakia. I don't think that's the priest I was wanting, but all right, so First John chapter 2:15. Love not the world, neither things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All right. In verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Verse 17, and the world passeth away. This world, this age, for 2 Ezra 6, verse 9, I think for Esau, what does it say? For Esau for Jacob is the beginning, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it hereafter. Roughly paraphrasing. But again, 1 John 2:17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. All right, and you like I say, you got a lot of brothers in this truth, a lot of brothers that's in other camps or whatever the scenario, but at the end of the day, Yahawashi will be done. And Lord willing, we had a hopeful number. We doing the will. You know what I mean? I mean, I say, spirit on me to follow after GMS and like-minded brothers. Bringing out that doctrine. Starting with the elders on down, and that's what it is. And I know brothers feel the same way. We ain't messed up about it. You know what I mean? You can't doubt the spirit of Yahawashi. If you feel that on you, then that's what it is. And we doing the right thing. And that will be done. Like I said, Lord willing, we be elect. You know what I mean? But spiritual eye let you see, but we remain humble. You know what I mean? We see what's going on, everywhere else. And it, man. Hey, let them alone, for they be blind leaders of the blind, and the blind lead the blind, they both fall in the ditch, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so continue on. 1 John chapter 2, verse 18, little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. So even these times, John, talking there's many Antichrists then. So you better believe there's many now. All right, and that just Christian doctrine, preaching that the Antichrist is one man, he's gonna come back. That is terrible. Man, a lot of these doctrines that people come up with is just, it don't make any sense. You could just cancel that out with one precept there, but there's many precepts. Talk about Satan, Satan of this world, the wicked. Then you got your spiritual demon Satan, just man. But hey, like I say, at the end of the day, it's not everybody's. This ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be grateful that we receive this truth, and Lord, when we got a hopeful number, because man, some people that you can sit here and you can let them listen to elders, you let them listen to brothers break it down all day long, and they ain't gonna get it because it's not for them to get. 2 Corinthians 4:3 and 4, and what is it with in Timothy? I think it's Timothy, Thessalonians. The Lord give them a spirit of slumber. That ain't gonna get it. But what say here? Continue on. 1 John 2:19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. And like I say, you see a lot of that division everywhere. You know what I mean? And let's say Yahawashi come back to send peace on the earth, but I tell you nay, to cause division, or with the sword, come with the sword. It's a lot, y'all messed that up, but both the vision and sword. 1 John 2:20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. Through the power and spirit, Yahawashi, Lord providing us with preachers that are giving us you know helping us with this understanding through the spirit, Yahawashi. Hey, let me see. Let me get that preset. Preach. Oh wait, it's not preacher. Uh, I know it's like in Jeremiah or something like that. I give you no, I can't think of that precept right now. I give not preachers, it says another word, according to okay, pastures. Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 3:15. And I'll give you pastures according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. All right. And through the power and spirit, Yahawashi, that's what's going on. Brothers, new brothers like myself, other brothers been, hearkening to, this word and truth and sincerity, hey, that's Yahawashi providing us with pastors according to his own heart, which shall feed us with the knowledge and understanding, All right, so let me get I'll get on the comment board here in a minute. Just let me it was Isaiah. So Isaiah. Yeah, I was done with Isaiah. Okay, so I was gonna go to Jeremiah 17 real quick. Jeremiah 17. Let's start verse 5. Thus said the Lord Yahawah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Yahawashi. All right. For he shall be like the heath in the desert. You go in that word heath, it's arar. Sorry if I pronounce it right. But it says destitute, stripped. For he shall be like the heath, he should be stripped, destitute in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. All right, and we know that, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, after the ICBMs touchdown, Yahawashi returned them chariots with the angels, the holy angels, America is gonna be totally and utterly destroyed. This place is not gonna be inhabited, except for like maybe desert creatures and stuff like that, But verse 7, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, Yahawashi, and whose hope the Lord is. Okay? For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters. All right, and brothers that trust in the Lord, it's you think about we're like a tree that's been planted by these waters, especially us younger brothers that's coming to this truth, and the waters, being the elders on down, whom had this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. All right. And that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when the heat cometh, but her leaves shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. All right. Let me get one more precept. Now we get on the comment board. John 6:63. In words of Yahawashi, red letter, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are alive. Next verse, but there are some of you that believe not, for Yahawashi knew from the beginning who they were that believe not, and who shall betray him. All right. And just like then, it's the same now. Yahawah, bahasham, the powers that be ordained everything, from the beginning. And it's just playing out. It's playing out exactly how the Lord called it to be. And we are just, hey, we're here, and we're in this truth, and hey, that's what we're supposed to be. You know what I mean? I think I was reading in so like I know I said I was gonna get on a comment board, but I think I was reading what was it last night? It might have been 2 Timothy. Might have been is maybe it's 2 Timothy. I can't remember. I think it was 2 Timothy chapter 2. All right. And yeah, I just read that whole chapter, man. I'll just get a precept here. Verse 10, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake. Paul speaking, we endure all things for the elect's sake. Paul's going through it. That they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahawashi Mashiach with eternal glory. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. Okay? So we are not to deny, Yahawashi in the spirit of the Lord. And we don't deny, the works, the miracles that Yahawashi performed. You know what I mean? We don't deny this word. We don't say, the apostles of old are going off. You know what I mean? We don't say Hebrews is not it's not the word of the Most High. You know what I mean? Hey, Salakia, but that's what it is. We don't deny this. You know what I mean? We are moved by the Spirit to trusting Yahawashi and trusting the men whom is bringing out this truth, bringing out this word, breaking down these scriptures, bringing out these prophecies. All right, because really, who's doing that? Ain't nobody doing it except the brothers GMS and like-minded brothers, and everybody else is going off. But hey, it's going to be to their own destruction at the end of the day. So it's brothers in this truth. This is that straight and narrow path. We just going, hey, if we suffer, we should also reign with him. All right. If we deny him, he'll also deny us. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful, he cannot deny himself. All right. 2 Timothy 2:14, of these things put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. Okay. Verse 15, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You see that, starting with the elders on down, these brothers have been diligent putting, their whole life, 30 plus years, other brothers 10 plus years, you know what I mean, into this ministry, into this truth, they're rightly dividing the word of truth. And hey, that's if you got that spiritual eye, the Lord dealing with you, you're gonna see it, and you're gonna hearken to it. If not, then hey, that's gonna be your lot. You know what I mean? But we remain humble. At the end of the day, Lord will be done. Lord willing, we are the hopeful elect. But let me see a brother got on the comment board here. Yeah, Prince Yahawah 4, Psalm 71, verse 4. Deliver me, O my power, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. Same brother, Psalm 72:4. He shall judge the poor of the people, and he shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressors. The oppressors, like you. So that day is coming, Esau and the wicked, their time's almost up. He Revelation 12:12, this devil's coming down with that great wrath because he know he had but a short time. But hey, us brothers spiritually mind, what said at the beginning of that precept, rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. You know what I mean? This is time to put that faith to the test. I just be meditating on stuff, really I was meditating like my brother saying, when it say my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry, my servant should drink, but you should be thirsty, really perfect. I was meditating on that earlier. I was was thinking about me and my kids and my woman, and shit just popping off, and we didn't have no food, and I was meditating, and I was like, just close my eyes and say a little prayer, and boom, there was some food. You know what I mean? Just meditate on shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm ready. I got faith. I'm ready to see the power of Yahawashi. Think about Daniel in the lion's den. The three holy children in the fire. You know what I mean? Elijah calling down fire from heaven. From the heavens. Man, just whew. Hey, cause they're gonna be you know what I mean? Just think about that call, halayim la Yahawashi. Whew. That'll be beautiful, beautiful times we are in, because we about to see the power of Yahawashi. Everybody gonna see the power of Yahawashi. Either on the left or the right. All right, so all right, Lord, we on that right side. All right, so Prince Yahawah 4, Proverbs 15:25. The Lord Yahawashi will destroy the house of the proud, but will establish the border of the widow. Let's see what else brother got on here. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 17:10. And the elect shall praise his holy name. That's why brother said, all praise Yahawashi. Okay? And that's what it is. It's like brother got same brother, Prince Yahawah, John 8, verse 47. He that is of the Most High Yahawah heareth the words, heareth the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High. All right, and that's we hear the words. My sheep hear my sheep. When say roughly paraphrasing, how should I say? How I'm gonna get it real quick, Salakia. My sheep hear my voice. I get I'll start at John chapter 10, verse 25. Yahawashi. I'll start up a little. chapter 20, John chapter 10, verse 24. Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, How long doest thou make us to doubt? If thou be the anointed, tell us plainly. Yahawashi answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. All right, and what are these works that Yahawashi did? He performed the miracles. And I mean, yeah, it's, man. All right, I told you, and you believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, the name, Yahawah, in Yahweh's name, they bear witness of me, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. All right. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. Okay? And that's the precept I was wanting earlier instead of 1 John 2:15. It just popped back up. So, the water, Yahawashi, fear not those that can kill the body, but rather fear him, the Most High, Yahawashi, who could kill the body and the soul, in hellfire, roughly paraphrasing. Where was I? All right, so let me get one more here. John chapter 10. Verse. Let's start up. I'll start at verse John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Okay? And Yahawashi said, I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. And that's what Yahawashi, that was Yahawashi's lot, to be the ultimate sacrifice. That sheep, the undefiled, sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice. John 10:12, in words Yahawashi still. But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them and scatter the sheep. All right, the hireling fleeth because he is an hireling and careth not for the sheep. And you're gonna see in these peerless times to come, the true men of the Lord, the true leaders of Israel, when shit really start popping off. You already got some of these bugged out camps, saying go run down to Egypt and take that, set with Vanessa and take that, drink that juice. You know what I mean? And then you got other people that don't believe in miracles. Yahawashi. And same thing with these Christian churches. They trust in the science, yada yada. At the end of the day, hey, we're gonna trust in Yahawashi. Okay? Bye. I'll go ahead and close out. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Kwakadash. All right? Kwam Yasha Allah, Ababa Ball, Shalom.